Welcome back to learning how to TIG weld aluminum. This is technically part 3. Part 2 I'm going to tag in about now-ish of a discovering that my brand new other TIG welder was actually bad, faulty. Welcome back. So we're on part 2 of learning how to TIG weld aluminum, and made a few changes. One, I got this nice, small portable, it folds up welding table because I don't have a lot of space to store things. Got a holder for my torch, and I'm actually using a larger tungsten electrode. I'm using the 2.4 millimeter 3/32 blue tungsten electrode. We're going to try that. A little bit thicker, can hold a little bit higher amps. We're going to try on the 1/4-inch aluminum again, and then some different settings is on startup. I've now learned for aluminum you want to start high and work your way down, so the overall should be lower, but since I'm working thicker, I'm going to start at 120 and then leave the peak at 120. Everything else is about the same. And then I've got a C-clamp here to hold this down. I'm grounded on the table now rather than trying to ground to the plate. And I got my flow rates all the same. It's on. All right, so let's give this a go and see if we have any improvements over the last time. Alright, so I think the welder is bad, because even when I can get it started, it just stops, even though I'm not like short-circuiting or touching it. So, well, I'll ship it back, get another one, see if that one will work. Thanks for watching. I ended up not being able to get a replacement for that, but I did get a refund, and then I ended up buying another one. This is the Sunstack SS250P AC/DC. I'll have a link in the description for this one. So hopefully we'll be able to actually do some welding this time and see how well it works. So what I'm doing for my settings is I'm going to do a 0.2 second pre-gas, 100 amps to start. Slope up 0.2 seconds, we'll do a peak of 120. AC balance is a 70-30. I'm told that's a good balance to start out with when you're learning. The frequency I'm doing at 100. That's supposed to be for better penetration and skinnier welds, which is what I'm trying to do. Ramp down of 0.1 seconds, stop of 40 amps, and then a post gas of 2 seconds. I'm still on AC normal weld, not the pulse weld, and still running on the 110 because I don't have a 220 up here. Got my Argon Gas, got my stick, and I'm using a number 6 cone with a 3/32 tungsten tip, and I got it nice and sharpened. And I got my aluminum here. It is dirty from all the other ones, but I mean, I cleaned it off. I'm going to start in the clean areas and do some practicing. My goal today is to actually combine these two, see if I can penetrate that the thickness of the aluminum, and if I can do that, then I can fix my intercooler. That's my goal anyway. We'll get started. We'll see if I can lay a nice bead down here, and we'll go from there. So that looks pretty good for being a, you know, amateur, and actually having the welder work. That looks pretty decent. That's hot. It didn't make any marks going all the way through, so I might need a little bit more power to do some more penetration. Get the full penetration. But I mean, that's much improved. At least, you know, it started on the first click and kept going. Did pretty decent. I'm gonna try another one. I know it's still kind of dirty, but I'm gonna try another one up here, and I'm gonna use the aluminum welding rod, see if I can fill that in and get a little bit of buildup on there. I'm also gonna change the max to, I'm gonna go up to 140. So I touched the rod to the tip, and that contaminates it. That's a no-no. So the weld turned out very dirty, and now I need to resharpen my tip. Yeah, tip resharpened. Try this again. Alright, so that one, I tried to dipping. I don't know, it didn't quite melt like I wanted it to, the rod. That one worked out pretty good. That's pretty decent. And then this one I did without dipping. It looks like I actually melted all the way through the plate. So we're definitely getting to where I would like to be. So I'll just keep practicing. Alright, I'm going to try and weld those together. We'll see how this goes. Alright, so tried that with the filler rod, and hopefully you can see that it's not penetrating all the way through. So I'll try it from the other end, maxing out the amps at 180 on this welder for the 110, and we'll see if that's enough. Alright, so looking at that, that's not too bad for amateur. Very, very amateur. It is very dirty. These did not get as clean as I was hoping. And then looking at the side there, it still didn't penetrate all the way through. Even from this direction. So I still got to work on it. So yeah, that was dirty. And it looks like there's a crack down the middle. So I'll have to look up what that means. Well, let's flip this over, see it. See, it is melting through, but not melting together. That's okay. I mean, this is some good progress for starting with a machine that doesn't work to a machine that now works, and now I'm actually getting somewhere. And I do have some more. Well, I mean, you know, it's a never-ending skill, so you can keep practicing and practicing. But this is pretty successful second attempt, third attempt, second attempt. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content.